Hello, what's going on everybody? My name is Peter, and today I want to talk a little bit about this very popular knife from Civivi. Yeah, but first, to all of my British viewers, I want you to know that there is a slip joint version of this knife, which I'm pretty sure it's UK friendly because it's, the cutting edge is under 3 inches, and I will record a full review of this knife in the future. But yeah, let's go back to this usual Elementum and let's see what do we have here. There are at least 1 million of different versions of this knife with different lockups, different materials, different colors. I got this one in blue G10 version with D2 steel and black stonewash, which I think looks it looks almost elegant, it looks great, it appeals to me very much. Yeah, there is a reason why I chose this version. So yeah, I think we should just start with the basics. I'm gonna quickly give you a couple of size references, but maybe at first let's just quickly measure the overall length, which is, as you can see, 7 inches. And yeah, it's a pretty slender, pretty slim knife, as you can see, which makes it, of course, easy to carry in a pocket, which is, of course, one of the reasons of its popularity. But yeah, to give you a full picture, just a couple of size references. This is Ontario Rat 1 and yeah, Opinel number 8. And maybe let's just grab Victorinox Spartan. And now just a quick word about the materials. Well, G10, I'm gonna say that G10 is going to be more than enough for a usual user. It's tough, it's durable, it feels great. And the blade is made of D2 steel, heat treated to 58 to 60 HRC, which will provide a pretty good edge retention. Speaking of edge retention, I've been using this knife a little bit recently, and I am not gonna surprise you here, it is a great slicer. We have this drop point blade with hollow grind, and I'm gonna say I had a great time cutting with this brand new blade. But yeah, maybe let's find out if I already made it dull or yeah, probably not. Probably it's still gonna be able to cut a piece of paper, but yeah, let's find out. Yeah, it is still very sharp, I must say. Oh my god, I didn't expect that, to be honest. Yeah, so it's not a premium steel, but I'm gonna say for everyday tasks, for usual tasks, it's gonna be enough. Well, the construction of a knife, as you can see, it's open, which is a good thing. It's going to be rather easy to clean this knife. And yeah, the liner. Well, many people say that liner lock is relatively weak in general. Well, but the question is, I think the question is like, how do you use this type of knife? Do you use it as a pry bar, as a crowbar, as an axe for chopping logs, for chopping wood? I don't think we should use this type of knives in this way. I think it's just a little pocket knife made for EDC, for everyday, pretty basic tasks. And I'm gonna say in this case, liner lock is completely enough. And yeah, I also read some comments that people had issues with finding this, with feeling this liner lock. You know what I mean? Feeling this liner lock under finger, under nail. I am not sure why, because I think, yeah, to me it's very easy to just close the blade with one hand. And yeah, but now I'm gonna tell you about a couple of issues that I have with this knife. Yeah, because I will be talking about the ergonomics and the ease of use, and I'm gonna say, yeah, this knife is definitely not a perfect knife to me. Yeah. Let's just start with the action. The action is, of course, very good. I mean, it's smooth. It's not some kind of lazy action. It's totally fine. The flipper tap is fine. It's not too pointy. It's not too sharp. It's not too small. It's not too big. It doesn't hurt in a finger. So this aspect is great. But yeah. The issues, little issues. I mean, I'm trying to be objective here, as objective as possible, because this pocket clip it's a pretty usual pocket clip, but it's not reversible at all, which may be a great weakness for many people, which may be very bothering. Please let me know in the comments, because yeah, I don't really mind this, but yeah, I'm trying to be objective. Like, please let me know in the comments if you're, for example, left-handed, how do you find this clip? How do you rate this? And yeah, but my main issue about this knife is actually this choil, which is not a finger choil, which is like, because this is a finger choil, right? This is a finger choil, and this is just a choil. I'm not sure how should I put this. And you need to be careful here because you can just easily touch the edge and hurt yourself. But yeah, don't get me wrong, this is not an extremely big deal. I'm not gonna say that this makes this knife crappy. Of course not, like, yeah, it's just a main thing I don't really like here. And yeah, but if you will be careful, you will be fine, because yeah, especially if you grab it like this, for example, yeah, we have this jimping here, which is great. I like this jimping very much. I think it's great. And the handle, I mean, this knife, like overall, it feels good in the hand. I mean, this handle is very simple, very straightforward. But I'm gonna say, like, objectively, for most of people, it's going to be enough. To me, it's I don't think it's enough to me because I'm a bit of a handle and ergonomics snob. So to me, this handle is pretty far from being perfect. And yes, and I think I forgot to tell you that we also have this little lanyard loop. I don't really use lanyards like this, but yeah, for many people it can be a great thing. Especially that, yeah, keep in mind that, for example, in mini praxis, you do not have this. So yeah, that may be a good thing. And when it comes to overall quality and fit and finish, I am not gonna surprise you here. Like, this video is not going to be very controversial, I am sorry, but the blade centering, as you can see, is perfect. The fit and finish is like, everything is well made. Nothing looks cheap, nothing feels cheap about this knife. Of course, we have zero blade play. It doesn't wobble at all. It doesn't move. Even for a millimeter. So it is a well-made knife. And yeah, just a quick word about the little aesthetics details like this. For example, can you see this? D2, Marcus D2 sign here on a flipper tab. It's just a little detail, but I like this one very much. I'm a big fan of little details like this, and yeah, Civivi logo here on a show side, which looks also great. I mean, yeah, once again, I must say that I really like the combination of these two colors, this black stone wash with blue G10. It looks very cool, I think. And yeah, how should I sum this knife up? If you would ask me if the legend, the popularity of this knife is well deserved, then I think I'm gonna tell you it probably is. It probably is, because I think people just love very much this the simplicity of this knife, the minimalistic style. And for 60, like, come on, I got this one even for 55, and you are getting like great cutting abilities. Great materials, it's easy to carry, it's relatively small, it's light, and yeah, the simplicity, I think, yeah, it's not over complicated, it's not overbuilt. I kind of get it why people love it so much, but from my subjective point of view, I'm gonna say that I like this knife very much, but it is far from being perfect to me. It is not my first choice. I just think that these days you can just there are a couple of alternatives, there are a couple of different knives at this exact same price point that to me are a slightly better option. So yeah, I think that would be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know, what do you think? What are your experiences? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video.